Hello and welcome, everyone. I guess I should be over here, actually. There we go.
Yeah, welcome, everyone.
Welcome, everyone. I am Salvatore the Butler, your favorite cutie butler, and also very fucking...
He is very hot under the collar for this specific man.
Yes, look, hold on. You don't understand. He needs to be here now. I need my comfort. I need my comfort, Josh Allen.
Your comfort, Josh Allen?
Look, he could just peek from like he's my little meow meow.
You're taking my mic on my stream because of you right now.
Hello,
Hopefully
Zelda.
You all can hear Zoe. Hopefully you can all hear Sal well enough on my side.
Hello, Zelda. How are you doing? Don't mind the man in the corner side, wherever the fuck he is on my stream. I think I'm just gonna randomly move him occasionally.
I'm gonna just real quickly, one sec, tag you in my stream so that people know that, hey, you're a cool person and cool, kind of crazy,
Kind of.
Maybe a little shit posty.
Okay, I am more than just a little shit posty. Let me post my collab partner here as well. Zelda contribute. We're almost there. Oh my god. Do y'all want me to read fanfic that fucking badly?
Wait, really?
Yes, I made a challenge.
How much? What kind?
It just needs a couple K more channel points. Ooh. It's all right. It's for reading bad fanfic.
Well,
you did it. Good job, every fucking hell. I now have to read a Levi Ackerman mermaid fic.
I'm sorry.
You heard that correctly.
For what?
It's better than the last one.
There was another?
Yes, it's on my YouTube. If you want to go through the 3-stream saga that was it was me reading a Sonic Unleashed X Ruby X High School DxD X Pokemon X Godzilla fic that had paragraph long sentences. I said that correctly. And constantly misspelled the word chili dog, so I just imagined the main character, who chat named Stan Man, just chomping on a frozen hot dog.
I slowly inserted another chill dog into my mouth.
Yeah, no, that was literally a fucking line. Every single one was spelled Chilly.
A chill. Oh, that kind of chili.
Mm-hmm. And so now we get to hear me lose my fucking mind over a Levi Ackerman mermaid fic.
I remember the only time I ever actually shit posted via writing was back when Galarian Ponyta was first revealed, and everyone was saying that it was Celestia from MLP. I made it. I didn't make an entire thing. It was just a little one shot, but the title was same energy, and that was basically the entire fic summed up.
There were 18 chapters to the Sonic Unleashed fic.
Bruh, I hope you know I am going to find your YouTube now, and I am going to watch that.
You will watch me slowly descend into madness to the point where I was laughing, not because anything was funny, but because I was in pain.
Kind of laugher. Always the best. Always the best.
Those are the laughs of a madman, I think is what I called it. Okay, now for the meat and potatoes of today's stream.
Slightly less shit posting.
Slightly less shit posting. We will still be, as I put in my title, trash talking millionaires.
And SIMPing for a rather for a certain man from small town California.
Look, it's either him or Garoppolo. Both are shrimping material.
I mean, yeah.
Should I be wearing my... I just realized I was about to say, should I be wearing my Garoppolo jersey? The problem is, I don't have a face cam. No one would see it.
That's fair enough. That's fair enough. If my team won this weekend, you would be damn sure that I would have my Bills jersey on, even if no one could see it.
Yep. Oh, I would
forward to how things are gonna be for me in a little bit.
Yeah, you're about to be going through a lot of fun. But we'll get to that later in the show. Hello and welcome to two people who are very much queer talk about football.
We are here, we are queer, and we are not getting the fuck out of here. So
exactly.
Relax, have a cup of tea, and enjoy the
fucking mayhem.
Yes. I was trying to rhyme, but it did not work out.
It did not. Let me get this plugged in before we get started. So, we start off today's discussion with the greatest team on turf, the Arizona Cardinals.
They stay put. they not even DeAndre Hopkins coming back can fix their miserable course.
It did for one game. One game. And none of the other two.
Cliff Kingsbury shall look at that and
fuck.
Be like, see?
It was justified, Callan. I'm going to refund you. I forgot to turn those off. Ah!
My contact with Cube, it was worth it.
The contract has been redeemed.
I'm holding a little Cube plushie in my hand right now.
Oh, fuck, I need a Cube plushie. My
parents got one for each of us.
Yep. I need that. I am too much of a Madoka Magica fan to not have that. I literally have Madoka and Hamada on my shelves aiming at each other.
I don't remember her name, the red one from that show, but one of my friends who was lesbian had a figure of her and consistently just called them their girlfriend.
Understandable. Have a day.
Yeah. Anyways, we got distracted.
We did. This is gonna happen a lot.
Yeah. Don't
you fucking worry. I still cannot believe we got the bad fanfic reading to 100%. No, the Cardinals are staying put. They had one good game against the Saints, who are also in the same tier as them, being shit. Then got their asses pounded by the Vikings, and not in the fun way.
I can't see the thing right now. Currently, just letting you know.
Because I have to click on it. There we go. Now we're good. They got their asses handed to them by the Cardinals and the Seahawks. I believe they are. Are they completely? Oh yeah, they have not won against their division once.
Oh wow.
In the 9 weeks.
Sucks to be them.
Yeah, it really does.
Boy, I wonder how that must feel like.
We'll get to it. They had one good showing against the Saints where I honestly had hope that DeAndre Hopkins was going to be a changing factor within the team, and then I watched the Vikings game.
Everything else is still broken.
Everything else is still broken, and DeAndre Hopkins can now fix everything. He is not a Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah.
No, not a demonic bondage duck. She is Burb Drago.
Wait, what? I am not! What?
What? That's not correct?
No, it's... I have your chat open as well, and I just looked down and I saw that. I will have you know, I am a goddamn dragon.
Yes, it's Drago. Okay, she is good, Drago. She requires spins.
Yes, please, rotate the dragon.
It's all good. We're both getting a good laugh at that. For different reasons. Nah, it's just beak. It's just the beak. It's not. Yeah. So, okay, back on topic, because both of our ADHDs are going off right now.
Oh boy, yeah.
Cardinals are staying put. God fucking damn it, I forgot that was a thing on my channel.
Yeah.
Thank you, Callan, for the quack redeem.
Also, Callan, thank you for the follow.
Oh, enjoy, Callan. Callan is a treat. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the text. I can't reformat it for some reason. It's just Fugi Tech, yay! But yeah, Cardinals bad, but not F tier.
They are not.
They're getting wins against opponents they should be getting wins against, but that's not really high praise.
We can't say that about a certain other person in their tier now, can we?
No, we'll get to them.
Oh, we will.
We will get to them.
Thank you for the follow.
Yep, my chat's following you now.
Welcome to the cafe. Take a seat, have a drink, and enjoy the stream.
You're gonna need a drink. We're talking about the Falcons.
Yeah.
I'm so fucking sad.
I thought that they had it.
I did too.
That fumble play happened.
Oh my god. Okay.
That was so beautiful.
They should have won that game against the Chargers.
Yeah.
They should have. 100% that was winnable. There were two things that killed that. Pass defense and Marcus Mariota. Marcus Mariota got one deep ball out of the 7 or 8 he tried. And he just couldn't get that deep coverage, which was sorely lacking on the Chargers' part. If he wasn't overthrowing by 5-10 yards, that would have been easy touchdowns. But
I can see that.
He just couldn't do it. And it was obvious, and they kept calling it.
Which means that even if they possibly got the ball back during like that final little stretch, that, I mean, who knows? They probably couldn't even make it down the field.
Yeah.
Far enough.
Mm-hmm. They could have had amazing position on like 5 or 6 of those throws. They would have been at or near the 10-yard line at least. For most of those basically being end zone. But no. So I'm conflicted on whether the Falcons stay in C or go down to D.
I say put them in C just because they can very much still win that division.
They can, and that's honestly a terrifying thing.
Yeah.
For the NFC South.
But I would love it.
saying
Hey, we
saying
found
the
that Tom
other
Brady-
possible division leader is in F tier.
Yep. Yep.
Atlanta
Oh, boy.
Atlanta's basically a team I think should be winning. If only they weren't hampered by a few horrendous aspects of it. And one of them is sadly one of my favorite quarterbacks from college ball, in Marcus Mariota.
Sucks because it feels like he should be playing better.
I think the problem is Marcus Mariota has been on two teams that are not about fostering growth. They want results now. And they don't care about developing the rookie. They just want to throw him out and have him perform. And that is how you get a shit-tacular back. Where they can make spectacular plays on occasion, but most of the time they're going to 4 and out.
Yep.
Because college is 1,000 times different than the NFL. It's a damn shame. Really, is what I can say about the Falcons.
It is a damn shame.
But they stay firmly in C tier. Now we get to talk about Baltimore.
What the? Is Baltimore good? Is Baltimore mediocre? Who the frick knows at this point?
Who knows? They
Like
lost to the
something?
Yeah, there's Lamar has flashes of brilliance, and then he'll just hand the game away.
Yep.
And the defense will assist in this matter. Okay. Watching back that Bucks game.
What is it?
It's just they should have won by 4 scores. If this was peak Baltimore Ravens, they should have won by 4 scores. The fact that that game was that close was solely because the Ravens gave up.
Which is what they basically... It feels like it's what they've been doing pretty much all season.
Yeah, they have a game tonight against the Saints, which, let's face it, they're probably going to win.
Uh-huh. Which means that they probably are now going to lose.
Of course, I've said they're going to win, so now they're going to lose. But that Bucks game should not have been as close as it was. The fact that the fucking Cleveland Browns were within 3 of winning that game.
Yep.
No.
Close games against the Browns, close games against a loss against Buffalo and Miami.
All of their games
season.
Yeah, all of their games
win a game easy.
No.
They refuse to win easy.
No, they really make it hard on themselves. And I think it's mainly just the defense is forcing the team to work hard. And it's showing because the offense is fucking tired because the defense isn't doing shit, so they have to work harder now. And you can tell. I don't think Baltimore fully deserves to be in D tier or B tier. I think C is exactly the place they need to be. They haven't changed in the 3 weeks since we last did this.
They have not. Oh, God, it's been 3 weeks.
It's been 3 I know. I had to remind myself it's been 3 weeks since the last time we did one of these. And then messaged you like, hey, yo, Monday.
Yep. Hey, yo, do a thing with me.
Yeah. Because this shit fun.
It is fun.
But yeah, I think it's mainly just the defense is forcing the offense to work harder. Which is a problem I've noticed on other teams, San Jose Sharks.
That's a hockey team?
That's a hockey team that I am also a fan of because Northern California.
Ah.
So yeah, I got to watch it live.
Oh no.
We lost 5-4 after being 4-2 in shootout.
No.
Yeah. No, it's literally the same thing with Baltimore. I see the same signs of the offenses having to work way too hard to make up for the defense's fuck ups.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't even gonna say anything about moving them. So,
Yeah.
They stay where they are.
I'm going to allow you to rant on this next team. You want to talk about the Bills?
Boy, remember a few weeks ago when they were the best team in the league and we were going into the Packers game like, wow, they're gonna whoop their ass like 50-10 or something like that. Well, guess what the Packers did? They showed a weakness. And then guess what the Jets did yesterday? They exploited a weakness.
Yep.
Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs are literally the two things holding that team up right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I fucking hate to say it because, like, Gabe Davis was doing really good. The defense was doing really good. And now it's getting gashed for tons of running yards.
Yep.
Just, Jesus. You stuffed Derrick Henry earlier this year.
Which is a feat that 90% of the NFL cannot do.
And you can't stop the Jets and the fucking Packers.
Okay, I will
Packers.
I will not fault them at all for losing to the Jets. Mainly because the Jets are moving up probably, and we'll get into why. But I will fault them for fucking almost losing to the Packers.
Yeah.
The fact that it's within 10 is bullshit.
I mean, here's the big kicker. Throughout both of their last two games, in the second half, they've only scored 6 points.
Mm-hmm.
And now Josh Allen is injured.
Yep, although it's kind of a day-to-day thing, so
I'm still nervous.
I'm still very nervous as well, because the backs have not shown anything promising.
Yeah.
And the fact that there's not a, like, there's not a media thing going, oh, this is probably going to be good for the backup, concerns me. Just because usually when a backup comes in and has a lot of upside, say you're like Colin Kaepernick, say you're Tom Brady when Bledsoe was playing for the Patriots, the media was like, holy shit, we actually get to see these guys play. I'm not seeing that around the Bills.
Yeah.
So if Josh Allen has to be out, right? Yeah, I think it's Case Keenum, which, oh boy. If Josh Allen does have to go out for a week or two for like a shoulder surgery, good luck. You're going to need it.
The good news is we got Trey White back.
Yeah, you got Trey White back. How's that going to help when your throws are 5 yards off?
It won't.
Yeah. So
here's the question. Like, during those next 2 weeks, who are they playing as well?
They are you have the Vikings and the Browns.
Oh boy.
If the backup has to start next week, he's getting a trial by fire.
Yep.
Oh boy.
And oh boy. And then you have the Browns, who are a premium rushing team.
Now, shockingly.
Yeah. But I mean, depending on if they run the ball or not.
Yeah, no, we'll get into that.
Yeah.
Yeah, your next two games are not looking good.
At the very least, if Josh Allen comes back after that, his first game is against the Lions.
Yeah.
So, hey.
Although
That's good.
they haven't counted him out for the Vikings game yet. But
Yeah.
if he's playing injured,
I mean, go back to 2020. Remember that 4-game stretch when he was injured?
yeah,
Yeah, that was
pain.
that was scary as hell.
That was pain. Yeah.
I don't want another Baker Mayfield situation.
I'm not fully doom yet to move the Bills down to A. I
Oh, no,
still
there's
think
still
they're
plenty of-
amazing.
I still think they can right the ship, especially since it's still middle of the season.
Yeah, exactly.
The weather's going to get colder. Things are going to turn more in their favor because of that.
Yeah.
Because of weather advantage and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I have trust in Sean McDermott and Leslie Frazier and Ken Dorsey to get everything together. It's just you look at the last 2 weeks and you're like, oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
Your category is on Spyro. It's still. Oh god damn it! I forgot to switch.
Yeah,
off.
this is
Thank
Spyro.
you. I mean, I do have a PNG as Cinder to my right, so.
I have to make sure mine changed as well. Okay, yeah, mine has changed.
There we go.
Good.
It should be switched over now.
Yeah, it is.
Thanks, Kaylin.
So yeah, I'm not full doom and gloom to move the Bills down to A tier with like Kansas City and the singular Patriots one. Fun fact: before the stream, I tried to get rid of this one down here, and I had to redo the entire tier list.
As I joke, like coconut PNG, you can PNG or whatever it is.
If you remove the
true.
Patriots, the whole thing goes to shit.
Yeah. So some people could say it's already gone to shit.
It has. Especially for the Carolina Panthers.
Hey! You beat the Buccaneers. That would have been a kind of surprise if it was any other season.
I know. But this season, Tom Brady is shitacular. So the fact that the Panthers defense held Tom Brady and the Bucks to 3, though, is showing some signs of something there, and then they lose to the Falcons and Bengals.
In horrifying fashion.
In horrifying fashion.
Yeah.
Although I do feel bad for the Falcons game because once again, the Panthers were actually not doing too bad in that game until the very end. They were tied 34-34, and then Falcons finally realized they have an elite kicker, kicked the field goal.
Yep. It was literally just 2 kicks away.
Yep. And it took
that game.
Yeah, and it took what, 3 missed field goals to get to that final result?
Yep.
Yeah, that was painful, fun to watch. And then you get destroyed by 20 by the Bengals. Carolina stays in F tier.
Yep, it stays in. They stay in F.
So far, a lot of teams have stayed exactly where we put them. So that means over 3 weeks, not a lot of things have changed, but some things are definitely going to change once we get to the middle near or end of this list.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I
can see one team there in C and one team in D that I know are going to go down.
Yep.
Yeah.
And one team I might put up.
Oh?
In C or D tier. We'll see. But yeah, Panthers are still not a team. Losing Christian McCaffrey has basically gotten rid of the one crutch that this team was standing on. And the fact that they beat the Buccaneers as badly as they did.
They have been neutered.
Is more of a miracle than an expectation. If that makes sense.
That does.
Yeah. I don't want to talk about the Panthers anymore. They make me sad. Let's get more depressed with the Bears.
my dad's team. Nice. Also, you clicked off it again.
I did. I had to do something real quick. There we go.
Okay. Yeah.
So win against. Oh, you go.
I wanted to say on the one thing I didn't expect. Justin Field is no longer playing scared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's actually not a terrible quarterback. As he showed in the Patriots game, he's not a terrible quarterback. And then they got their shit kicked in by the Cowboys, which is normal in the regular season.
Yeah. And then barely loses to the Dolphins.
Yeah, which, you know what? Actually shows they kind of have a little bit of potential, but the problem is, we said something about the Eagles, like, or it was either the Eagles or the Vikings just winning. Last time we did this. The Bears are just losing.
They cannot close out games.
They cannot close. They're not a finishing team. They are a starting team. They start really well every time. But then defense lets a few errant plays go. Quarterback throws a couple picks, gets a couple sacks, and they end up losing. The win against the Patriots shows they have potential. Bill Belichick is not a team that likely would lose to a Bears team.
Yeah.
Anything Bill Belichick coached should not have lost to that Bears team. It shows they have potential. It's just they can't capitalize.
And, I mean, hopefully either as this season goes on or going into like the draft, they know exactly what they need, and I think that major thing is defense.
Their major thing, I think, would be defense and O-line.
Yeah.
Because I've seen Justin Field on the ground far too often.
That is fair. Midnight 76. Welcome to the cafe.
Wow. But yeah. I want to badly move Chicago to C. I believe they have that either errant wild card or like barely out of the competition potential. I just don't see it.
I believe you there. I think they go up to C because they actually had the showings of a capable team.
So we'll put them right there. Okay, well, fine. We will move them to C. We finally moved someone. The Chicago Bears have actually shown they have something. But it's I think, honestly, a coaching tweak mindset would even be enough to make this team a clear C tier. If not a B tier. But it's just the O-line is letting errant mistakes happen, and the defense is just letting too many points get scored. How about them Bungles?
They're weird. They're so freaking weird. Because they'll have these games where they'll go on just like a shooting gallery. And then you have the Browns game.
Yeah. And the thing is, okay, it's interstate rivalry. Those games are usually very intense games for both of those teams.
Yeah.
The problem is the Bengals are better. Why the fuck are you losing that badly by almost 10 to the Browns?
I don't know how to feel about them. Their major crux right now is their coaching.
Yeah. I think they're having a similar problem that the Eagles had, where they made it to the dance, they think they're the shit, and nothing can touch them. So they keep going the same course. The problem is the NFL has figured their shit out. It's showing by how many under 500 or 500 teams there are. that a lot of the shit that got the Rams and the Bengals to where they were has already been figured out. And in fact, it's also showing in the 49ers. The 49ers were very innovative in the Deebo Samuel all-back kind of play.
Yeah.
But Deebo asked to kind of be calmed down in the run. They got Christian McCaffrey to replace him, but it's still not 100% the same. Because the NFL has figured out counters. And the Bengals are feeling it.
It's what, and now they also don't have Jamar Chase for a little bit.
Yeah, which Joe Burrows really likes Jamar Chase.
Yeah.
Because Jamar Chase has the stickiest hands in football.
Just it's fine, Luna. Just listen to us, and you'll get
you'll get an idea.
You'll get a 50% accurate answer on what the fuck this league is.
It is pain. It is misery.
It is Josh Allen.
It is Josh Allen, my future husband. Which is funny because I'm not a Bills fan and I still make that joke.
Yeah, that's the funny thing.
Although it's kind of weirder to have Jimmy Garoppolo staring at the bottom of my screen. But I digress. Yeah, the Bengals basically, I think, are having that Super Bowl syndrome where they're just trying to stay the same course instead of trying to improve to actually win that Super Bowl. So I got to keep them in B tier because they have that talent. And even without Jamar Chase, they're still winning. But I don't see them up in the upper echelons.
They could definitely make the playoffs. It's gonna be coaching that's their major crux.
Yeah.
Their major weakness.
Mm-hmm.
And if they can't perform against good teams, or even like some of the bad ones,
yeah,
then I don't think they're in now, but I can see them going down to C.
I'm not fully ready to doom and gloom Cincinnati to C.
Bro, I'm a Bills fan. I just had the worst week of my life.
I bet. Even though their last three were against bad teams.
Yeah.
The rest of their record shows that they still... It's a tentative B. For me. They're on the cusp of going down to C tier. I just am not fully ready to doom and gloom them yet.
Fair.
Besides, their next two games are against the fucking Steelers and Titans.
Oh, okay, yeah, they'll be fine.
And they have a bye week.
Do you mean Derrick Henry? Do you mean Derrick? There is no one else on that team.
There isn't. The Derrick Henrys and the drama pit with two T's.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not fully ready to doom and gloom them. They easily can probably bank out those two games. If they lose, though, 100% C tier. If you lose to the motherfucking Pittsburgh Steelers, C tier. Automatically.
Yeah. Automatic C.
Automatic C. All right.
Who's next?
Cincy.
Oh, boy.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Wait, didn't we just talk about Cincinnati?
Fuck, right. Cleveland.
You meant Cleveland.
I meant Cleveland. It's Ohio. It doesn't exist. It's a fake state. I forget the name of it, even though I've been there.
It's Ohio. Oh, hello.
Yep.
That was an attempt at a pun. But
it was an attempt.
Yeah. Well, much like the team, it failed.
It failed badly. You tried to pull a Christian McCaffrey with Amari Cooper. How'd that go for you?
Did not. It did not go.
It did not go, and in fact led to an interception.
Yeah.
I'm kind of... Here's the thing. If they didn't win against the Bengals, I'd have no qualms about putting them in F tier. But I'm like ready to put them in F tier.
The one thing I'm thinking of is, as soon as Deshaun gets back, how much is this team gonna fall off a cliff? Especially with their record.
I will hydrate. Thank you, jury.
Wyoming doesn't exist.
Wyoming doesn't exist either.
Yeah.
Florida's a deep fake.
Florida's in the ocean.
Florida has been sawed off by Bugs Bunny and is now in the ocean.
God, I wish.
The only real states are California and New York. Everyone else is just a lie told to you by the government.
Oh damn! I guess I better head out then. Bye.
Oh shit! They know.
Hello CIA. I got some. He's figured it out.
Activate the sleeper agents. But no, Cleveland lost to Baltimore. Yeah, FBI, open up. Oh my god, that'd be fucking funny if that actually happened. Cleveland lost to Baltimore, which we all would expect, and then beat the Bengals, which we all never expected. I think Deshaun Watson is either going to marginally improve the team, but with his play from the Texans from the last season he was there, I think he's going to run them into the fucking ground.
Oh, he's going to run them into the fucking ground.
Yeah, if he
has not played in over how many years now?
It's been like 2 years.
Yeah.
And unlike Colin Kaepernick, who's still keeping fit and practicing and trying to get into other teams and leagues, like he is working out. I don't think Deshaun is the same. I think Deshaun is going to immediately be crushed by the modern NFL. And it will not be a competition. So that's why I kind of hope they only keep that experiment for one fucking game and then bring back Jacoby Brissett. Because he's right now their best bet at even getting into the middle.
He's their only hope at even trying to push for like a 7th seed.
Yeah. He is literally the only hope for that franchise. I think Deshaun is going to burn it. Doors, window, and ceiling getting destroyed. Oh my god, I love that gif. I love that fucking gif so much. It's so good.
I love it. Doesn't he just like smash a vase? Like, fuck you.
Yeah, he smashes a vase into a wall. Also, the smile is worrying.
Like, what does that do?
Why is the smile worrying you? There could be bugs in the vase. Yeah, they had a bye week this week, which means they now have an 8-game long stretch with no breaks. And possibly DeAndre Hopkins.
Yay. And Deshaun Watson.
And Amari Cooper missing touchdowns. Why didn't that play?
And hell. They are just eternally in hell.
Welcome to hell. There we go. Holy shit, that was delayed. What the fuck? Sorry. My sound alert got delayed by like a full half minute.
Oh.
I don't know what happened there. But yeah, the Browns are on thin fucking ice, but I can't fully justify moving them down to F.
They are on the thinnest of ice.
They're on that one lake which your Mima told you to fucking stay off of. And yet the Browns are showing how they can slide across and how cool they are.
Yep.
Eventually they're either going to fall in the water or hit the other side. One of the two.
They stay where they are, but they're going to fall.
They're going to fall.
They are going to fall.
We have to talk about the Cowboys now. Fuck this team. Why are you winning? Why are you winning?
Why?
I don't want you to be.
Hey, San Francisco, can you be good so that you can fuck them over in the playoffs again?
I wish. I need it.
Yeah.
I need another hubris beating Cowboys versus 49ers game.
Please give it.
Please,
give it to me.
Yes, I need it again. Please put it on Nickelodeon as well so I can watch Deebo Samuel score a touchdown and then slime get sprayed all over the field. Honestly, the kids show makes football way more fun and explains shit better for newer fans than the standard fucking broadcast. How?
I don't know. Also, you clicked off the.
I did. I don't remember doing that. Oh no, yeah, I did. So yeah, the Cowboys are in B tier.
They stay there.
They stay there mainly out of spite.
Let's not talk about them anymore. They put a bad taste in my mouth. They get the shortest section.
They do. Their biggest accomplishment was scoring that many points against the Lions.
Yep.
Boo. Fuck you.
Eternal middle finger up in the air.
Internal middle finger. And now we get to talk about the Broncos.
Ooh. They still suck.
They still suck. Badly. They did not deserve that London game.
Congrats, you won against the goddamn Jaguars, who are somehow a tier lower than you, despite you being an F tier.
Yep.
Congrats. You are a failure of an individual of a football team in every aspect.
In every facet.
And soon you shall be joined by another horsey name team. I can tell you that much.
Probably.
The little ponies will get to play with each other in F, while the big stallions and whatever will play real
football.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson has become a baker. He can only give turnovers though.
Mm-hmm.
Apple or pear, your choice.
I'll take apple.
I'll take apple. But Russell Wilson started deprogressing on the Seahawks. I saw the blood in the water as someone who has to pay attention to the NFC West. I saw that there were widespread issues with the Russell Wilson-led team. His former teammates have now come out and basically called him a fucking prima donna who gets special treatment from the coaches. And now you get your serving of humble pie. Now you get to be on a bad team who wants to trade away their one good asset. Similar to another team. Who we will talk about shortly.
Indeed, we will.
Indeed, we will. The Broncos are just bad on all sides of the ball.
There is no redeeming quality.
They occasionally get stops against bad teams. Honestly, most of the time I'm just wondering how the team doesn't have like a world record game against them.
Yep.
most of the time, because most teams should be getting a touchdown every drive for free. That defense is paper.
Yep, that is very true.
I have seen more hands slip off of offensive players from two teams, and one of them's moving down. We'll get to them later. But Broncos, I'm fully ready to put them into the ultra basement.
Ooh.
I'm ready to relegate them to the USFL.
I'm ready. I'm ready to relegate them as well.
Yep. Broncos.
Congratulations.
Welcome to hell, kid.
You suck.
You suck worse than anyone else.
Hunter tried to pull another Peyton Manning workout for you.
Yeah, not well.
As good as you thought, did it?
Because the thing is, you need the high-end talent of a Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning can pull miracles out of his ass. Russell Wilson got bailed out by the highest of high-end talent on offense and defense. I mean, when your defense has a name, you know it's a fucking good defense.
Yeah.
When your current state is just HA, no. Also known as laughing material.
My immediate thought was just the final difficulty of Risk of Rain.
Oh my god, do we need to play Risk of Rain 2 together at some point?
That would be fun. That would be fun.
I could probably rope in another friend of mine for that, because he is very excited to play that again.
I'll keep it in mind then.
Okay.
I'll keep it in mind.
Yeah. All right.
But, long story short, Broncos bad.
Broncos bad. Broncos stinky. Broncos poo-poo trash. Now to talk about a wonderful thing. How about them Lions? Take disappointing losses against the Cowboys and the Dolphins, and then make me the happiest boy in the world by shitting on the Packers.
That was the... can we move them up to D-tier just
Yes.
because they did that? Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you.
yes, we can move them. Because here's the thing. The only shortcoming they had
is their defense.
And against the Packers, they actually seemed to find a rhythm.
Yeah.
They stopped them on a 2-point attempt, which I think older Lions teams would not have done.
And I mean, honestly, if you look at most of that Cowboys game too, they stuffed them for a good majority of that game.
The fact that the Cowboys were stopped to 24, when in other games they were up by the 40s.
Yeah.
High 30s, low 40s. Shows that their defense is starting to find a rhythm.
That says that's a good thing.
And the fact that the Dolphins game was 31 to 27. It shows that both sides of the ball are improving. Mm-hmm. I'm not fully ready to say that, like,
they're good or
that
anything.
They're good or anything. No.
But they're showing progress.
They're showing progress.
And that is the biggest thing that you can
have right
now.
And the thing is, I always root for them.
Wins already. They have 2 wins already this season where they had 0 last year.
Yep.
Also, thank you for wishing me a fun time, Ruby.
Yeah, thank you. It's just also, I'm always rooting for them, which is not the same for any other team. Honestly, like, I like the Bills. The Bills are probably my AFC team. If I have to pick one, even though the Raiders are right there. Mm-hmm. We'll get to you. We'll get to you in a motherfucking second. But even then, like, anyone the Lions face, I hope the Lions win. Even if it was my 49ers, I'd be like, you know what? We can take the L this week.
They will run through a wall if it means getting that damn win.
Yeah. They fucking fight.
They don't always break through that wall, but they try their damnedest. And when they do, the entire world cheers.
Yep, I literally almost missed our call to do setup because I was watching the Packers versus Detroit game. But right before stream, because I wanted it fresh in my mind. Because we're going to have to talk about the Packers. But
Tom Grossi, I am so happy to see you suffer.
I think pretty much, okay, if we're talking about that whole like podcast that Tree does, only one of them has a good team. And it's not Tree. It's not Grossi. And it's barely Scooter.
Yeah.
It's fucking 5 points. Honestly, one can argue that the Cowboys are a good team, but I never trust them.
I refuse to call them
trusting the Cowboys is like shaking hands with a fucking Balrog. It's never a good deal. No matter what you think, it's never a good deal.
Hey, go into the friendly death cloud. It won't maul you to death.
Yeah. Go give head pats to the super mutant.
Yeah. That surely won't end with you being torn limb from limb.
It surely will not. All right, let's talk about the Packers. I'm done talking about the Packers.
Yeah. I was not prepared. But you know what? Fair enough. We aren't even done talking about the Packers. That says everything that needs to be said.
That's all that needs to be said about the Green Bay Packers, their quote-unquote Hall of Fame quarterback, and the misfits that run the rest of the show.
Honestly, I love that, like, heading out of that Bills game, everyone's like, oh, hey, we may have, like, we're getting things together, we have something going, and then they go ahead.
And score one touchdown, lose the 2 point to try and tie the game, and then only score a field goal for the rest of the game.
It was so beautiful.
It was. It's one of those things. How can I equate it to like video games?
It's like seeing Aurora Borealis at this time of year, at this time of day, vocalized on television.
And unfortunately, all of Green Bay can't see it.
Yeah. Even some not in Green Bay.
Even some not in Green Bay. Anyone who talks good about the Packers is lying to themselves and their family.
Denial is the first and the second stage degree.
Anger will soon come.
If it hasn't already.
You lose to the Commanders, already a worrying sign. You lose to the Bills, honestly expected. You lose to the fucking Lions with only a single touchdown made the entire game with your high-tier quarterback because your backup is honestly shit. But
Treasure being shit. We enjoy it.
Keep going. Keep being you, Packers.
Yeah.
You have.
I mean, look. Not only are you being shit on the field, but off the field, your former teammates are also uh, going into deep scandals. So,
Yep, former
hey.
teammates going into deep scandals, other former teammates thriving on these new teams.
Yep.
And then Devontae Adams.
Poor Devontae Adams.
Poor Devontae Adams. Their next two games are the fucking Titans and the Cowboys.
Oh boy. I can't wait
Oh.
to see.
That is one Cowboys game I am actually excited about. Not because I actually want the Cowboys to win. In fact, if they lose, I think I will not laugh harder at anything else. But just because I want to see Green Bay sink further into the fucking hole they made.
Oh yeah, and if it honestly, like, here's the thing: even if they win against the Cowboys, they'll probably be brought right back to the reality in the next week.
Yeah, they'll be brought to reality by the Derrick Henrys.
Yeah. So it's a beautiful thing, this game of football.
It really fucking is. Yeah. Go to the basement where you fucking belong, Packers. You may have gotten 3 wins very early in the season against a mass Chicago team, a extremely bad Bucks team who we're going to talk about, and a Patriots squad who was still getting its footing together after losing their golden boy.
Yeah.
Which we'll also talk about later.
Who is it? I have no idea how to feel about the Patriots. I'm gonna just say that right now.
Yeah. We have to talk about the Texans.
I mean, can they also be relegated?
We can relegate as many teams as we want. This is not actually going by Premier League rules.
Yay!
This is not going by Premier League rules, which usually would only allow 4 teams, I believe.
Ah, gotcha.
So if we had to pick a top 4, I'd honestly move the Jaguars up to F. But we'll talk about that later. Actually, do we want to follow that rule of only 4 teams can be relegated to the USFL? Meaning if we put a 5th team in, we got to move another team up?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. Yeah, we could talk about the Jaguars later. Or the Commanders. But Broncos, Green Bay, and Houston are definitely staying deep in there.
Yep.
Losses against the Raiders, Titans, and Eagles, which to say that 2 of those games were unwinnable is not a far stretch. I said 2 of those games.
Yeah. That says a lot. That says a lot.
Yep. And the fact you even kept it as competitive as you did against the Eagles is good, but you were not beating that Eagles franchise.
You are not.
You are not.
The Eagles are way too damn good right now for that.
For that, no. Honestly, the fact that they have
in the second half.
Honestly, the fact that no team is winless in this league is honestly the most confusing, because at least half of these teams in F2 relegated tier should be
I see.
Winless, not loseless. Winless. Honestly, if the games worked perfectly and there wasn't no bullshit or shenanigans, 3 of these teams would be winless.
Yep.
In F/relegated tier. Houston being one of them.
Houston would.
Yeah. It's not a team. There is no quarterback. There are no receivers. The O-line is wet paper. If I said that one of these teams' defense was paper, the Houston's is wet paper. There's nothing to really talk about. There's no positives to this team.
There is not. There's absolutely zero.
There's nothing. There's nothing to rebuild on. You have to burn the crops. You have to salt the earth. That is the only way the Texans can come back. No piece of this team is worth saving in a modern NFL team.
Yep.
It's literally, you have to go full on, like, you have to just completely destroy the team. It's not a rebuilding year. It's not a rebuilding year if there's nothing to build off of.
Yep.
And that's just where Houston's at right now. Is nothing on the team is good. No one on the team is worth praising. And honestly, if you asked me any names of anyone on that team, I could not tell you. Even after watching the games.
Damian Pierce is the only one that I can even think about.
Yeah. Oh, we forgot to mention this with the Lions. Why did you trade like one great offensive piece away? Unfortunately, your team is still good without him.
Yeah.
But that's kind of the player you want to build upon, not trade away.
Yeah, it definitely is a little weird.
It is a little weird, and I'm wondering where the logic was at.
Especially when it's in division.
Yeah. But going back to Houston, nothing can fix this team. Bill O'Brien destroyed your team, and you are still dealing with the consequences. DeAndre Hopkins is still doing well. We're going to watch the absolute collapse of the Browns because of your former quarterback. And you just basically have a practice squad who is unfortunately put out to parade against actual teams. Who was their one win against? Oh, the Jaguars.
Yeah, that says it all.
That says it all.
Their only win is against another person relegated to the USFL.
Yep. Shazam skadoosh. We talk about poop. The Indianapolis Colts.
Yeah, they're an F.
They're an F tier. Benching Matt Ryan is a sign that things have gone horrendously wrong.
And now their head coach is gone.
Yeah. Which I will say, thank whoever is above that their fucking head coach is gone. I still don't see the team improving.
It's not going to.
It's not fully doom and gloom relegate them to the USFL. Which, by the way, USFL is like a secondary league that kind of has the NFL rejects. So we're making a Premier League joke that they'd be relegated to them.
Yep.
Quick explanation for that one, for that joke. But yeah, I'm not fully ready to doom and gloom them to relegated, but goddamn, are they not making an argument for themselves?
I mean, they got shut out this week, right?
No. They got a whopping 3 points against the Patriots.
Congratulations!
You got one field goal. That's better than the Falcons can say in the last half of their games. That's better than the Falcons can say for the last half of their game.
Yeah. Still.
Fuck.
It's sad.
It's sad to watch this current team. And next week, the next 3 games we have to look forward to before we do this again. I think I'm just going to do this for every team now, and we can kind of speculate on how this is going to go.
Yeah.
Raiders, Eagles, and Steelers.
Oh, they're going to die.
We'll talk about Las Vegas in a...
Two of those teams aren't even good, and they're still going to die.
Yeah, no. I can see 1 and 2.
I can also see 1 and 2. I can also very much see a very rare 0 and 3.
I can also see that too. If one of the teams I'm thinking of, who we'll talk about later, actually gets into form, I can see them easily beating Indianapolis. If not, we're gonna have a fun week for the Colts.
Yeah.
Looking at the players, nothing spectacular.
Yep, they got rid of Naeem Hines. Their running back is doing nothing. I forgot his name because he's done that much nothing.
Are you talking about Jacob Taylor or D. Jackson? Who the fuck is this man?
What?
He has 123 yards at the midpoint of the season.
Jeez.
Their second back. Their primary, only 460.
That is
bad.
Oh no.
Most elite backs by this point of the season. Why have I developed an accent? At this point in the season, should be at around a K.
Yeah.
Most good backs should be around 800.
Yep.
That should show you the depths this team has gone down to. Their top receiver has 550 total yards of offense.
This team
And a touchdown. One touchdown.
Jesus Christ. I mean, what else do you expect from one of the two teams that played in that awful home Thursday night game against the Broncos from like...
That was just torture. That shouldn't have been allowed on broadcasting. I shouldn't have been able to watch that game. If the fucking Jaguars game was behind a paywall, that should have been too.
Yeah. You want to know something even better? They technically had to find highlights from it.
Oh no. I need to see what the highlights of that game are. That 5-minute video is going to be nice to watch.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, their next 3 games are looking grim. Now we get to talk about Jacksonville. Is this the team we move up?
No.
No.
It is not. It is not. Because unlike the other team, they are still absolute shit.
Yeah.
Congrats, you run against the Raiders.
Yay.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about them and how many places they fall in a bit.
Yeah.
But I'm you belong in the trash tier, even if you won a London game. Woo, your fucking owner wants to move you there. That's the only reason you're doing well there.
That's the only reason.
It's because I'm guessing Khan put the fear of God into them. Because they really want London to love the Jaguars.
I can't tell if it's working or not.
I can't tell if it's working or not, saying how many different jerseys were in that stadium during the game. I think they're just there to watch football. They don't care who's playing.
They really do not, yeah.
Which is a testament to what the Jacksonville Jaguars are. People are just at their games to watch football. They don't care who's playing.
No one cares about them.
Because how can you care about a team that doesn't care?
They are the Pittsburgh Pirates of the NFL.
They really fucking are, and it's sad to see.
Yeah. Hey, I made a baseball reference, and I don't even watch it.
I literally found out yesterday who won the World Series.
Oh.
And it was not because I looked at a baseball post. It's because I found a post of a man who's been eating rotisserie chickens for the past 40 days. And a comment on the post said, well, Philly didn't have a World Series parade, so I guess we celebrate this. I then was very depressed because the Astros deserve nothing.
Yeah. I'm happy for the players on there that won.
Yeah. But literally, I found out from the oddest source who won the World Series.
Yeah.
Because I'm a Giants fan as well.
Oh.
I know the definition of pain, personally.
I'm a Nationals fan.
Oh, how's it feel losing the only great player to Philadelphia?
Every team I touch just dies. First the Bills, then the Sabres, and now you.
The misery brings me joy.
Anyways.
All right, then
You can tell how bad a lot of these teams are when we're happier talking about another sport.
exactly. I'd much rather just switch to hockey than talk about the fucking Jaguars, and I don't know as much about hockey.
I mean, I guess that shows just how relegated they are.
Yeah, they're relegated to the XFL.
It's not even going right now.
It just announced its new like lineups and teams.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like just announced them.
Huh.
All right, the Jaguars' next 3 games are the Chiefs,
Dead.
a bye week,
Somehow still dead.
and the Baltimore Ravens.
Very dead.
Very dead unless Lamar Jackson decides to hand them the ball. Again.
I'm gonna say 0-3 because they will somehow find a way to lose to the bye week. they
Watch.
will go 0-3.
Watch. Trevor Lawrence is going to tear his fucking meniscus on the bye week. That's how they go 0-3.
Yeah.
He tears his meniscus trying to do a wrestling move because he thinks he has the hair for it.
Congratulations.
You have a shampoo commercial. That's the only saving grace of your fucking team.
Yeah. God, speaking of commercials, every time I don't want the man's cool. I don't want to ever hear Josh Allen try and act in a commercial again.
No, he's not an actor. I will say, though, on the Bills' social media, he is the funniest man I've ever fucking met. He is actually, he has that funny talent that people will pay money to learn how to get.
Yeah.
Or you could just be me and be, autistic.
Absolutely. Famished, autistically famished?
Yeah.
Question mark?
No, just I'm self-taught.
I gotcha.
All right. Now we get to talk about a good team as a reward, as a treat.
Wait, really?
We get to talk about the Chiefs.
Yay! We're out of hell.
We're out of hell. They've beaten the Niners. Fuck. And they've beaten the Titans.
Yeah.
We're out of the sin.
They did it. We've done it. We found a good team. Holy crap.
finally found a good team. Holy shit. Patrick Mahomes has not missed a step. He basically, thank you for the quack. He basically has not missed form. Honestly. I half wanted to say that their AFC Championship loss last season was a miracle loss, and I think I'm fully justified in saying that now.
I think you are, because they are a damn good team.
They have not missed a step in the past 5 seasons. That is a testament every team, I'm not even saying football, every team would fucking kill for.
That is a testament to Patrick Mahomes, and that is a testament to Andy Reid.
Yes. honestly, Philadelphia getting rid of Andy Reid is the greatest thing that happened to the Chiefs. The Chiefs getting why did I just forget his name? God damn it. He was the 49ers quarterback for a majority of my fucking childhood, and I just forgot his name.
Alex Smith?
Alex Smith, thank you. I was going to say Jones for some odd reason, and I knew that was wrong. Good night, Callan. Get some good rest. And he mentored Patrick Mahomes into one of the best quarterbacks we've seen this generation.
Yeah.
I've said it. Even the Patriots had moments in their historic run where Brady was bad or the team was bad. Where the fuck has that been with Patrick Mahomes?
It has not been anywhere.
No, they've lost major pieces, which caused NFL analysts to doom and gloom this fucking team. They lost one of their biggest receivers to the Dolphins. They lost the cheetah. And they've not missed a step.
They have carried on with Travis Kelce, Juju, McCall Hardman, and they laugh in the face
of analysts. Yeah, no, your facts, figures, and numbers do not matter to this fucking team. They're gonna win. They're gonna win regardless.
They are going to play the game, and they are gonna play it hard.
Yeah.
And for as much as I hate them, I gotta respect them.
I honestly want to move them up to S.
I would say do it.
Yeah.
They are that damn good.
They are that damn good.
If it's not the Bills, it's gonna be the Chiefs.
Yeah. Honestly, I see this as AFC and NFC championships.
Yeah.
We'll talk more about the NFC side of it after. But Patrick Mahomes is that fucking good.
Yeah.
It's honestly one of those things where no one expected this team to be this good for this long. No one could have guessed that. Over a 5-year span, even the Giants, my San Francisco Giants, had a 5-year span, a 5-year span with 3 World Series wins. The Chiefs have basically been in a major championship game for the past 5 years.
They have.
That is incredible.
It speaks a lot to what they've done.
Yeah, Andy Reid left Philadelphia, a coach who was maligned and hated by their franchise, and has made this Chiefs team one of the most terrifying teams to face. I honestly don't even need to go over who their next 3 are, but I will because of respect. It is the Jaguars, Bolts, and the Rams. It is going to be a 3-0.
It is going to be 3-0.
We'll get to the Chargers in a second. And why they're going to lose that game. The Jaguars don't even need to be discussed. And the Rams, they're the Rams.
They have fallen off a cliff.
They have fallen off a fucking cliff and are still rolling.
Car with a turbo booster on it.
Yep. Although it was nice to watch. Yep. This Chiefs team is honestly, I see them only getting, if I look at the rest of their schedule, I see them only having 1 more loss. And that is terrifying for the rest of the league.
Damn.
Their only major competition I see them even facing, Seattle.
Oh, yeah.
And the Bengals, but we don't know what Bengals we're going to get.
We do not. We really do not.
We really do not. So I honestly see them getting only 1 or 2 more losses this entire season.
Sounds
and
good to me.
That is terrifying for the rest of the league. Okay. We got our treat. We got our reward. Now to pain.
Oh, boy.
Las Vegas.
Oh, boy.
Had to bench Derek Carr because of how badly they were getting beaten by Jacksonville.
That
Or
is
no,
sad.
Sorry, not by Jacksonville. That would actually be, that's a sadder fate than what actually happened. They lost to the Saints that badly. My apologies.
They did not cross midfield until the
3 minutes left in the game. Until 3 minutes left in the game.
That says everything you need to.
Their offense has stopped. The fact that they scored 20 against the Jaguars is only a testament to how bad the Jaguars' defense is. It is not a testament to how good their offense is. I said this last time. I'll say this time. Getting rid of that interim head coach was the worst decision the Raiders could have made.
They should have kept. Yeah, they should have kept Rich Bisaccia.
They should have kept Rich Bisaccia. Bringing in Josh McDaniels is a death nail to any team. I don't know why you believe differently.
It's the Patriots, Sal.
Look, if Bill Belichick is willing to get rid of him, that's a bad sign.
Yep.
Bill Belichick will go to fucking fists to keep anyone else in his team he truly believes in.
I mean,
if he doesn't believe in you to that extent, that's a red flag.
Yeah. Says a lot that they keep on going back to.
Yep. Because the thing is, you see them with the Pats and you're like, wow, this person is a fucking genius. And then they leave the Pats and you realize, oh no, it's Bill Belichick who's the genius.
Yep.
He was just the person who listened to Bill Belichick. No, not that far.
The only one that is an exception to that was Brian Flores, and he got fucked over.
He did. He got fucked over so badly by Miami, and I'm still upset about that.
Yeah.
But the Raiders are F tier for me. They moved 2 spaces down. I thought they had potential, and they squandered it. Their only win was against the Texans, which you should beat the Texans. One of their losses was against the Jaguars. You should beat the Jaguars.
They should have beat the Jaguars.
Their next 3 games are the Colts, Broncos, and Seahawks. I see them going 1-2.
Colts, Broncos, I can see that as well.
I see 1-2. I think they can run through the Broncos defense. I don't see them getting a win against Indianapolis, unfortunately. As sad as that fucking sounds. I don't see them losing. I don't see them winning against Indianapolis. And they're fucking definitely not beating the Seahawks.
They are not. The Seahawks are...
Unless Geno Smith is put into a car compactor and unable to play in any fashion, you're not beating the Seahawks.
Yeah.
We'll get to the Seahawks, as painful as it is to talk about them.
How many times have we said we'll get to X team?
Probably half the quotes on this stream is we'll get to X team.
Yeah.
It's basically my way of saying I'm not going super in depth about it because I'm going to talk about it later. Because I don't want the later part of the stream being like, yeah, we know, we've heard you already. I want some mystique. I'm a content creator. We have to talk.
I'm also a content creator, and I don't know how the fuck to make mystique.
True. It's an acquired skill.
I'm just a burb that plays games.
Same. We have to talk about the Chargers.
Oh boy.
This is our punishment for getting to talk about the Chiefs.
I see this as I have not paid attention to the Chargers at all, so
I have.
All I can tell is that they're still bad.
Oh.
They are still bad.
Bad does not begin to describe it.
Congrats, you won against the Falcons.
Which you shouldn't have.
Yeah.
What about the squirrel that plays football? Yo, the squirrel was the hypest part of that game. You cannot tell me otherwise.
Wait, the squirrel?
A couple seasons back, there was a squirrel that was on the field, and the announcer started like announcing him as a player. The squirrel walked into the end zone or ran into the end zone, and the entire fucking stadium cheered, which gave the squirrel a panic attack.
Oh.
Because they didn't understand what was happening.
Why is there so much noise? What's going on?
Why are they yelling at me?
Have I been a bad squirrel?
Have I been a bad squirrel? Damn, I didn't even know. Yeah, funny enough, you made an actual reference to the NFL.
Yep.
All right, yeah, they lost against the Seahawks, which the fact they even scored 23 is a fucking miracle. They should not have won against the Falcons. I still hold that belief. Honestly, if it wasn't Marcus Mariota shitting the bed and... Oh, no, don't hang your head in shame. That's a... You made a funny moment for the stream.
You made a funny moment. That was perfect.
Yeah, that was perfect. Yeah, basically, if it wasn't for Marcus Mariota shitting himself on the deep pass, or for the fact that they apparently found a pass defense. I don't know where it was. They found it against the Falcons. They should not have won that game.
So we put them in D or C?
D.
D, yeah. Boy, that upper half is getting really damn thin.
It is. Oh, it's going to get thicker later, I believe. But
Okay.
Here's the epitome of the Colts season. Khalil Mack, who is on the team, if you didn't know, because I didn't fucking know until just recently, got a strip, like interception. Took the ball from the player, ran it 5 yards. That's a play you rally around. You want to know what they did with it?
Jack shit.
3 downs and an interception.
Oh, that's worse.
On third.
Oh,
That's how they repaid Khalil Mack for doing a spectacular play.
God damn it, Chargers.
And honestly, I was watching the condensed game before stream because I wanted that fresh in my memory, because last time I kept saying, what the fuck are the Chargers? I wanted a fresh memory of like what that team was and its disappointment.
Yep.
They have very great players. None of them are playing to their potential. Like, I've seen Khalil Mack play on the Raiders. I've seen what that man can do, and it is fucking terrifying.
Khalil Mack's a hell of a player.
How the hell is he not more of a factor in your team?
He's on a bad... That's sadly what a bad team is. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just...
It's not fully doom and gloom F tier yet. But goddamn is it close.
Okay.
Now we get to talk about the Rams.
Yay!
You
suck, and I'm happy about it.
You suck, and I'm happy about it. They had a bye week to start off, so they got a little bit of a break. And then they had the 49ers game. I will talk about that later, because there's a very important point I need to make about that game when we get to the 49ers. And then they lost to the Bucks. I put them in C as a sneaker pick. Like, they are no longer.
They are no longer a sneak.
I'm D tier. I'm not fully ready for F tier, although one of the teams mentioned may be going down to F. But that offense has not found a rhythm. No matter what the fucking analyst said. The offense has not found a rhythm.
Yeah. It is a bad team.
Yeah.
It is a bad team.
When you're
They had a chance to win against the Bucks, and they blew it.
And they blew it by a field goal.
Yeah. Doesn't matter how bad he is, you don't give Tom Brady the ball back.
As another famous content creator said, you don't let Tom Brady breathe.
Yep.
You don't give him a second. You don't give him chances. You have to crush him ultimately. Now, a lot of teams this year have figured out how to crush Tom Brady. The Rams have not.
The Rams forgot how to crush Tom Brady.
Yep. Although they did it in the fucking playoffs last year.
Well,
Matthew Stafford is not a bad quarterback, but god damn is it hard to make that argument now.
yeah. And I mean, he's hurt as well right now.
He's hurt as well, yeah. I think it's shoulder as well, if I remember correctly.
Ah, gotcha.
I may be wrong on that. I honestly haven't been paying too much attention to the Rams. I hate them.
Fair enough.
Yeah, we'll talk about the 49ers game in a second, but their defeat against the Rams speaks enough onto why they go down to D tier.
Why am I so yawny?
Because it's super late.
I guess it is, but yeah.
Now we get to talk about Miami. Yay!
Yay! Why are you still up? Good. I was hoping that you would create her.
I was hoping so too. But unfortunately, high-end talent still wins out.
Yeah.
That's not to say that their competition these last 3 weeks was really necessary of high-end talent. Saying it was the Steelers, Lions, and Bears.
That's true.
I know we just moved the Bears up to C, but...
Were one score.
Yeah. Well, no, all three were.
Oh, okay. I forgot about the Steelers game. I'll be completely honest.
10-16, one touchdown could have won the Steelers that game.
Right.
Well, touchdown and field goal.
All three of those games are technically then winnable for the other team.
Yeah. Which makes me worried, but yet still optimistic for the Dolphins' chances.
I mean, I guess the thing is that we're going to use that they keep finding ways to win sort of thing for the Vikings.
We got to kind of make the same thing for the Dolphins. However, all of their games have been ugly. Even with Tua Tagovailoa. Even with Tua, like, all these games have been ugly. Where the Vikings have some very convincing victories, I'm never fully sure about the Dolphins. I don't want to put them in S, but I kind of want to move them up to A.
I'd say A is correct.
A is correct. I think they perfectly belong there. Their next three opponents are the Browns, a bye week, and the Texans.
I think they go 2-0.
I think they go 2-0. There's just too much high-end talent on this team. If we're going with the strategy of pay to have a good team, I think Miami's the best out of that field right now.
All because of Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, because of Tyreek Hill. You really hit it out of the park with Tua Tagovailoa and Tyreek Hill.
Yeah. It's like that Stephon Diggs connection that the Bills have.
Yeah. It's literally like a match made in heaven for both of the players. And the thing is, there's other Miami weapons that are proving that they're worth that time and energy.
Yeah.
Including My old good time boy, my old favorite, Raheem Mostert. Former 49er, was incredible on that 49er squad and is continuing dominance on the Dolphins.
He'd be just a little good. Just a little good.
Yeah. Yeah. Jaden Waddle and Tyreek Hill are basically the main contributors of that team. To think that Waddle basically has less yards than Hill, but 6 touchdowns on record is proof that they are not just a one player team. They can diversify on the ball, and that is very fucking important in the modern NFL. And even Raheem Mostert, 478 yards, which I think before we said was kind of iffy, but 2 touchdowns. Yeah. So
to be fair, he also wasn't I don't know how much he was playing before.
I think he was out a couple games.
Yeah. So that makes that a bit more fair.
So for their top 4 contributors in rushing and wide receiving, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13 touchdowns in total from their top 4. That should be a testament to how damn good this team is.
Yep. And it's good thing that their offense is holding up because their defense is not in some regard.
Honestly, I think they should have at the trade deadline grabbed Khalil Mack or grabbed even Aaron Donald. Could you imagine Aaron Donald on that fucking Miami squad?
That would have been hell.
That would have been hell.
I'm glad they didn't. As a fan of a division rival, I am so glad they didn't. Oh God.
Yeah, no. Could you imagine some elite level back on the front 4?
I could. I don't want to, but I could.
I don't want to. Yeah, same.
Oh God.
All right, now we get to talk about the Vikings.
Good team still.
Very good teams. Yeah. Bye week, a win against the Cardinals and the Commanders. And convincing...
They should have.
Yes, convincing win against the Cardinals, I should say. And a pretty good win against the Commanders.
Yeah.
By the way, we're going to get into fun when we have to bring one of these teams back up to F tier. I still believe this is an S tier team because, as we said, they just find a way to win. And in the words of Al Davis, just win, baby.
I am right there with you. I do not think anything has changed.
Nothing has changed.
I think they are still S team. I think if there's any team that's going to give the Eagles a run for their money, it's going to be the Vikings.
Yep. And their next 3-game stretch is going to be the challenge.
Yeah.
It is the Bills, Cowboys, and Patriots.
If they can come out of that 2-1,
even if they're 2-1 or 2-1 or even 3-0, it'll prove the legitimacy of this team.
Okay, a very exhausted Ada incoming. A very tired Dirk is about to.
Discord did the robo thing right at the first one, so it was
I am very tired right now.
Understandable.
Yeah.
But we're in the M, so we're like at the halfway point.
Right.
Yeah, 7-1, first in the NFC North, deserve it of that spot.
Yeah.
Their next 3-game stretch is going to be the ultimate test of this team, and if they truly have that medal, but they've proven it against teams we've put up in the top tiers before. They beat a really hungry Chicago Bears team. They beat the Dolphins. I'll bet without Tua Tagovailoa, but still.
They
still beat them.
It doesn't matter who they were with or without. You beat them.
Yeah, and that's a
And
testament in itself.
What matters is that you beat them, not who was on them, just that you beat them.
Yeah. The Vikings did exactly what they need to do, and they've been doing that every week. There's only been one hiccup, and it's against a very hot Eagle squad, which again we'll get to.
Kirk Cousins' kryptonite.
Yep.
A primetime game.
Yep. Always when the lights are on him.
Yeah.
Ooh.
What's next?
The Patriots.
Oh boy.
A loss against Chicago, but a win against the Jets and Indy.
I don't know how to feel about this team.
I don't either. Because here's the thing. The Jets loss was very hard fought, which I would expect. The Indy win was very convincing, which I would expect. But the Bears loss wasn't close.
The Bears ran away in that second half.
Yeah, they changed their game plan and completely destroyed that Pats team.
Yep.
Mind you, the Jets almost ran it back against the Patriots as well. And the Colts are just the Colts. We expect nothing from them. And we got nothing from them. We got a whopping 3 points.
Even then, though, it was only like 18 points from the Patriots, right?
26.
26. Dang, I really did not keep up that well this week.
It's fine. I have it in front of me, which is the only reason I remember.
Okay.
Yeah. I have on my phone all of the stuff. So that's why I'm remembering. But without it, I'd be fucking clueless as well. Is this still the A-tier team we thought they were? Or is this a B tier in disguise?
This is a B tier. This is very much a B tier.
I agree. This is a B tier in disguise.
We'll get to them later, but those two teams that I said were just too vanilla, I guess new. I would be the best way to put them in A. I think one of them goes up there.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Pats are a B tier team in disguise. They are doing a very good job of disguising it, but there's glaring flaws and problems that watching their games show. When I watch the condensed replays, because frankly, I could not be fucking bothered watching 4 hours of football on every single game in a week.
That is fair.
I would perish. So I only watch the play. I don't get to hear the analytics. I don't really get to hear the announcers do their little fluff pieces. Just watching the play, it's death by 1,000 cuts. Is I think the best way to put it. No
little things all adding up into one giant problem.
Minor mistake after minor mistake after stupid penalty after minor mistake is causing a lot of these games to be a lot closer than they should be.
I feel like part of the problem is you can't really. Can we blame the coordinators, the offensive and defensive coordinators for this a bit, just because?
I think they're part of the blame, but I think almost the team as a whole all shares it. Chocobo. You've now been called a chocobo. She is Drago. Okay, she's fine with chocobo. Oh, they are very cute.
Yeah. Yay.
All right.
Thank you.
No problem. Their next 3 games, though, are probably going to fucking expose them. The first one is a bye week. The next 2 are the Jets and the Vikings.
Yeah, that would do it.
Yeah, that'll do it. Even though they just won against the Jets back in week 8, I don't know if they can do it again.
Robert Saleh will be prepared.
Robert Saleh will be prepared.
And then the Vikings, who are definitely going to win that game, I think.
Yeah. The Vikings have basically fully embraced the whole just win, baby, Al Davis mentality, and it shows.
Yeah. Actually, wait, quick question. Are any of those games prime time?
Let me go back and check. Because the primetime games are at like 5 or Mondays, right?
Yeah.
The Jets game is a 10 a.m. game, so that's nothing major. That's going to be a regional game. I might not even be able to watch it because of what region I'm in.
Oh, dang.
The Vikings game is a Thursday night.
Okay, 1-1 then.
I'm going to argue it's either going to be a 1-1 or a 0-2. 0-2 more likely in my mind. I think Robert Saleh is fully prepared. And I think this Vikings team is just going to win. They're going to find a way.
And that's completely fair. I just don't trust primetime Kirk Cousins enough.
I know, and that's understandable. But I think the Vikings teams have had a couple primetime games this season. Have they? I think they've
won against Philadelphia.
Oh.
I know. Yeah.
That's just torture.
Yeah.
But we'll get to that. We have to talk about the Saints. The Saints have a Monday night game that's going on right now.
How is it going so far? I know it probably just started, but
still 0-0, 9:47 left in the first. We'll keep going on with this ongoing development as we continue.
There will be no development. It does not matter in the end.
It does not matter in the end. Although the fact that they've held Baltimore to 0 is shocking. A loss against the Cardinals, a win against the Raiders. Neither of which, the Raiders game was a shutout, but
yeah,
that's on the Raiders.
It doesn't really say much more about them than we already knew.
Yeah. It doesn't, it speaks more on the Raiders than it does the Saints. That's not a good thing for the Saints. And losing prime time against the Cardinals, not your greatest achievement either. I kind of want to move them down to F.
I gave you... Frick, I got kind of yawned. I give you permission.
Okay. Yeah. I just see no upside of this team. Last time I defended that they had Taysom Hill and that was doing a lot for them. Not anymore.
Not doing as much anymore.
No, teams have figured it out. Except for the Raiders, who haven't figured out how to get out of a wet paper bag.
Yeah.
So that should be enough of a testament to how bad the Saints squad is. To the point where I don't even have a real valid point of criticism. It's just the team.
It's just bad. Not everything's bad, but everything's just
mid.
It's nothing.
It's that MJF.
No
it's that MJF promo where he's calling all of Ohio mid.
The entirety of Ohio.
He basically does the promo. Skyline Chili, mid. Your Cincinnati Browns, who haven't been to the playoffs since 1993. Mid. Yeah.
All right, who'd be next?
Yeah, pretty much. Wait. We have to talk about their next
What?
3 games.
Right.
They're currently playing the Baltimore Ravens, which I believe is going to be an L. Oh, fuck.
What is it?
It's the Steelers, Rams, and 49ers.
Steelers, Rams, 49ers.
That's going to be 1-2 at best, 0-3 at worst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only one I could see them possibly winning against is, I think, like the Steelers.
Yeah, the Steelers. I have no faith that they have the answers for the Ram squad. Even though they are in D tier, I don't think they have the answers for the Ram squad. And we'll get to the 49ers in a second. Our next team, because I have nothing more to talk about the Saints.
Yeah, I have nothing really to say about them as well.
The Giants.
Oh boy, they finally couldn't pull one out. But
yeah, but okay, but it was against a Seahawks squad, who we will talk about in a hot second.
Yeah.
But I've kind of alluded to a certain fact about them.
The Giants, I think, still just have that grittiness factor that allows them to get into the playoffs.
Yeah. And even then, like, their loss against the Seahawks is more, again, I say this a lot, more of a testament to the Seahawks than a testament to the Giants.
Yeah.
Their convincing win against good franchises show to me that, like, they have a good shot of making it into the playoffs. I don't know if the run's going to be deep for them, but
they're going to try their damnedest.
Yep.
That's for sure.
Their next 3 games, though: the Texans, the Lions, and the Cowboys. They do already have 1 loss to the Cowboys this season. But that was very early season. That was like game 2.
Lions and Cowboys. I could see that as a 2-1 or 3-0.
Yeah, 2-1 or 3-0. I don't think that we're going to learn any new information from the Texans or the Lions game, no matter how much I am going to give the Lions credit for trying.
Yeah.
Because they're going to try.
Cowboys game.
Yeah, it's going to be that Cowboys game. And remember, the eternal rule of the NFL, the regular season Cowboys are not a full metric, but they are a good learning point. Because the playoff Cowboys are a completely different team and have been through their entire history. I don't care how many... no, we've already gotten there. I don't care what their Super Bowl history says.
Gotcha.
The Cowboys have been terrible in the playoffs every year, and their Super Bowl wins are more a testament to the league.
If only 1 or 2 of those wins wasn't against my Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, but that was during the one amazing era of the Cowboys, which none of us were alive for.
Yeah. I'm glad for it. I'm glad for it.
Yep. And now we talk about a team that has honestly impressed me.
They have, yeah. They're the team that I thought could go to A.
Yeah, same. I am fully ready to put them in A with the Dolphins.
Yeah, the Jets are...
The Jets I can see making deep runs.
The Jets, the only thing I could question is maybe Zach Wilson. But even then...
Zach Wilson in that Patriots game was very different from Zach Wilson in that fucking amazing Bills game.
Yeah.
As much pain as that brings you, it was a fun game to watch.
I can't deny that. I can't deny what is put before me. They were the better team yesterday, and yeah.
As much as that makes us want to scream, but here's the thing. I said this before, I'll say it again. I knew Robert Saleh was an amazing mind for football.
You did.
I knew it back when he was on the 49ers as our defensive coordinator. He has an amazing football mind, and he is willing to try new shit to get shit to work. And it is working. I think
it is very much working.
Is Sauce Gardner back, or is he still on injury?
Oh, he's back.
Yeah, okay.
He is very much back.
The rookie class of this Jets team has proven they are a squad to fear.
Yeah.
They are not to be taken lightly anymore. They are not to be underestimated. You have to come in there with a good game plan. And even then, Robert Saleh can figure it out midway through the game.
Yep.
And completely wreck your plans.
And that's what matters.
And that's what matters in this league, is honestly that second half. Can you bounce back from possible failure and come back? Robert Saleh has proven he can. Multiple times this season against really good teams.
Yep. And they proved it again yesterday.
Yep. So
I can see them winning this next game against the Patriots.
Yep, their next two games are the Patriots and the Bears. I can see it going 2-0.
Yep.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Jets fans. You aren't in hell anymore.
Yep. It's 2001 all over again. Let's just hope it does not last a year, and let's hope it doesn't end at the AFC Championship game.
Yeah.
And
I mean, according to the coin, that's the case, but still.
Yeah. Let's just hope you don't face a red hot Patriot squad.
Yeah.
All right, we get the good team time. We get to talk about the Eagles.
Yay! They are still really, really good.
Yeah, 8-0 is not anything to sneeze at, even in this league, with convincing wins against both the Vikings and the Cowboys. Their last three were a blowout game against the Steelers and an ugly game against the Titans. Or not the Titans, the Texans.
They have not trailed in the second half at all this year.
Nope.
They've been in the lead entering the second half every time. And they know how to stamp down on an offense.
Yep. Jalen Hurts, honestly, one of the more impressive starting quarterbacks I've seen this season.
Yeah.
We'll get to another impressive starting quarterback a little bit later. I am fully on the hype train of Philadelphia's back to being good again. I would not be shocked if they're the NFC side of the Super Bowl.
I would be surprised if they aren't.
Yeah. Although they're teetering closer to that 11-0, which seems to be cursed for a lot of teams.
Oh boy. Let's hope they can get past it.
Let's hope they can. They have a very good chance of actually making 11-0, though. Their next three games are the Commanders, Colts, and Packers.
If they somehow lose any of those games, I would be
shocked.
I could see.
None of these teams have pull a win out of their ass potential. Not even Aaron Rodgers at this point in the season.
I mean, we all know where Green Bay is right now.
Yeah. If I'm looking at the rest of their schedule, there's only 3 games where I question if they're going to lose them. And that is a testament to how just damn good this team is.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that they're going to go full miracle like 19 There we go. We're back.
Yay! We have returned.
Okay.
Sierra.
Quick version for my stream. These guys are good. They're going to pull wins out of their ass. I can only see them losing 3 games in the season. Go, fly, Eagles, fly. Next team. We have to talk about the Steelers.
Oh.
Yay,
they're bad.
They're terrible. F tier, in my opinion.
Yeah. Also, I can't. There we go. There we go.
No, I had to check my stream real quick, and that's the only reason I had to tab out.
Yeah. They have gotten blown out in every single game that they've been in.
Yep.
Save, I think, like the Dolphins game.
Yeah, okay. So, out of their last 3 games, they lost the bye week. They lost by 12 to the Eagles. Or not 12, 22 to the Eagles. They lost by 6 to the Dolphins. And their only wins this season are against a Bengals team who we have some serious questions about for the first game of the season, which is basically preseason.
Yeah.
And a Buccaneers squad who we'll get to. Nothing about this team impresses me. There are no good pieces to work off of. I think they're in a similar situation to the Texans, but they're still managing to win certain games.
They have something to go off of, unlike the Texans.
Yeah. And
that's Kenny Pickett.
Yeah, that's about it. I honestly forgot about Pickett for a hot second. Yeah, he's the one to work off of.
Yeah. They have something, and that's the only thing that keeps them above.
If I were to give it a meme reference, their quarterback, whack. Their wide receivers, whack. Their defensive line, whack. Their offensive line, whack. Their safeties, whack.
Whack.
Their coach, whack.
Whack.
Me, I'm tight as fuck.
I'm too tired for this. I'm just saying it as it is right now, my man.
It's fine.
I'm here just as much for the ride as everyone else is at this point. I did not feel this tired last time we did this.
I know, but it's also the last 3 weeks of the NFL have been very tiring.
Yeah.
For most fan bases.
for pretty much everyone, yeah.
Yeah.
At the very least, we're into the P's, so.
Yeah. We're into the point where, yeah. Teams have pretty much clearly defined themselves. We just need to see if they're going to improve any in the last half. Their next 3 games are the Saints, Bungles, and Colts. If they make it 1 and 2, I will be impressed.
I could see them making it 1 and 2, yeah.
I don't see them beating the Saints. I don't see them beating the Bungles, no matter how that Browns game went. And the Colts is a very big question mark.
Yeah.
The Colts are the only ones I have any confidence of them beating. And that's just because the Colts are barely a team. Moving on. My boys.
Ooh.
The San Francisco 49ers.
Shall I just let you rant then for a good little bit then?
Sure, I let you rant for the Bills. I get to rant for the Niners. A loss against Kansas City, a win against the Rams, which has told me nothing. A loss against Kansas City should be expected. It's basically the same as the last Super Bowl they were in, where we got overconfident and we got into an early lead, and then the Chiefs reminded us where the fuck we belong. And then the Rams, which the Holy Bible of the NFL has said that during the regular season, the 49ers must beat the Rams. It's a guarantee. It doesn't matter how good their offense is. In the regular season, the 49ers will beat the Rams. So these two games have told me nothing.
There's been no development.
There's been no development of this 49er squad. The fact that they scored 31 on the Rams when I believe their last game was only 24 means there's some improvements. And also Christian McCaffrey getting a triple crown is honestly the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen. I enjoyed that quite thoroughly. I can't move this team because I don't know. I still don't have a good bead on what this team is. There's signs of improvement and then signs of being the same old 49ers under Kyle Shanahan.
Yep.
Nothing has convinced me otherwise. Their next three games are the Bolts, the Cardinals, and the Saints. If this team is what I think they are, 3-0. If this team has any cracks that I have not noticed yet that have been covered up by other high-end talent, maybe 2-1.
I'd say 2-1, yeah.
The one I question is the Cardinals game. That is the only one I question. I think they can easily beat the Bolts. And I think they can easily beat the Saints. That I have confidence in. I don't have confidence in this Cardinals game.
That is completely fair.
The Cardinals game will be the game to prove if they're that team. That's going to make the playoff run again and make me move them up to B. Right now, nothing has convinced me to do so.
If they prove it, then I'll be very dang happy for you, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm. I also wish the best for the Bills.
Thank you.
Who is next? Oh, great. We get to talk about Seattle.
Yay!
Geno Smith is good, and it pains me to constantly say that.
Geno Smith is very good, and I'm very happy to say that.
They're a division rival and one that I remember the Legion of Boom era hating. Because of the absolute disrespect that team put on our name and was justified in doing so. It sickened me to my fucking core. Watching Richard Sherman call Crabtree during his prime a sorry ass receiver sickened me. And then I watched him on the Raiders. And Richard Sherman was fucking correct in saying so.
Yep.
I want to hate this squad. They're first in the NFC West for a reason. Geno Smith has taken the same mythos that the Vikings have in just win, baby.
Now I very much approve. I approve of them winning. I'm happy to see them win with someone other than Russell Wilson up front.
Yeah, and honestly, it just shows the fact that Russell Wilson was holding them back.
Yeah.
Geno Smith is a great quarterback. They had fucking talent. They just weren't utilizing him under Russ. And now the Broncos get to realize this in prime time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fully ready to move the Seahawks up to A.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. I'm fully ready to put them in the same tier as the Dolphins, Jets, and I'm not really ready to put them fully up into S yet. I don't think they're major competition for either the Vikings or the Eagles. But for a young quarterback, that's a damn high praise.
Especially one that's everyone thought would basically just be a backup for the rest of his career.
Yep. Had no faith, had no confidence. People were comparing him to Blaine fucking Gabbert, which fuck you for even mentioning that name, analysts. I don't want to remember Blaine Gabbert.
Who is Blaine Gabbert?
You remember the time when the 49ers were really bad?
Uh-huh.
Guess who was their back?
Oh, gotcha.
Blaine fucking Gabbert, aka fumbles the ball on a run play when the back is in passing distance.
God damn it.
Yeah, okay. But for the Seahawks, their next two games, because they have the bye week on week 11, is going to be the Bucks and the Raiders.
They should be able to easily win.
Easy 2-0.
Yeah.
Easy 2-0. If they even have to struggle in these two games, that's going to raise question marks more than anything. It's just they found it. They found that fucking rhythm they lost with Russ.
Yeah.
Guess who we get to talk about next? Tampa.
Woo!
Honestly, if it didn't complicate this final tier, I would put them there. I think they need to go to F tier only because I don't want to have to decide two teams to go out of relegated tier.
Yeah, they need to go to F tier.
Yeah, Tom Brady has fallen off a cliff.
As you have said multiple times, that game yesterday said more about the Rams than it did, I think, the Bucs.
Yep.
It showed just how far both of those teams had fallen on it.
Yeah. Honestly, both of the Super Bowl teams have fallen into questionable territories.
Yeah.
The Bengals, though, I'm not fully ready to bring down further, but the Rams definitely have regressed.
Yeah.
And Tampa Bay has definitely regressed. Honestly, the only two teams that have made it out of that playoff series the same as they were are the Bills and the Chiefs. And that says a lot about this league.
Things are changing.
Yeah. And even Mike Evans and high-end talent cannot save Tom Brady from himself. He should have stayed retired.
Well, we didn't think that we thought we wouldn't be getting Tom Brady in the playoffs for the first time in a good while, and it turns out we were right.
Yep.
We're probably not going to get that.
No. If they make the playoffs, I will be more shocked than anything.
Yeah. It will only because the rest of their division is also bad.
Yeah. Which is sad.
Which is, yeah. But here's hoping that either the Saints or the Falcons are able to not suck that badly.
Yep. Their next three games are against the Seahawks, bye week 11, and then the Browns. I don't see them winning either of those games, even with Deshaun Watson.
They are not winning, yeah.
Yeah. I think that's going to be the game where analysts say, like, oh, Deshaun Watson, waiting for him was worth it, and then they're going to be proven wrong.
Uh-huh.
That's exactly what's going to happen. I'm calling it now. But this Bucks team is bottom basement level, and the fact that they're close to 500 is miracle levels of play.
The only reason they are is because of a bad pass interference, not pass interference, bad roughing the passer call.
Yeah, but that's just because no one's allowed to touch Tom Brady. You don't touch Tom Brady. How dare you? You're going to ruin his Gucci uniform.
Good.
As you should.
Ruin it.
Ruin it. It deserves to be ruined.
Burn it to ash.
We have to talk about Tennessee.
Oh my gosh, we haven't talked about Tennessee yet. I've completely forgot about the Derrick Henrys.
As you should.
That's all they are.
That's all they are. If Derrick Henry gets injured, this team is going back further into the basement than they belong.
Yeah. They The only reason I'm gonna say D is because of Derrick Henry.
Yep. If Derrick Henry gets injured, it's instant F tier, if not relegated tier, and we're gonna have to figure out to kick someone back into F.
You want to know what the worst part is? They're the team that is most likely to get into the playoffs in that division.
Yeah, they're first in the AFC South at 5-3.
Yeah.
Their wins were against the Colts and the Texans, which they should. And their losses against the Chiefs by only 3, mind you, but that's only because of Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
Their next 3 games, though, are the Broncos, Packers, and Bengals. This is going to be the game that talks more about the Bengals than anything. Because it's either going to be 2-1 or 3-0. Because you should beat the Broncos. You definitely should beat the Packers. The Bengals are the only question mark. Are they a C or even D tier team in disguise, or are they actually the B tier that we've given them?
I do not think so. I think they are a C. They are a C. Right now. D or D, something like that. I don't freaking know.
For the Titans, D. I'm not fully ready to put them into F only because of Derrick Henry. For the Bengals, I'm keeping them in B, but it's very thin ice. Last team.
Woo! I'm almost free
to
sleep.
Oh my goodness. It's not that late. It's only 9.
My sleep schedule is fucked.
I know. I understand you.
Yeah.
I understand you.
I was not this tired last time we did this.
I know. If we need to start earlier next time, just let me know.
Okay.
I am willing to, rush eating a little bit faster. Skulls, thank you. I'm going to mute real quick.
All right.
Skulls, thank you for the raid of 5. You absolute fucking mad lad.
Gonna just let people know this is who I'm pretty sure. This next team is the one that I'm saying is taken out of regulated to USFL.
Let me shout you out real quick. What were you playing? My Summer Car. Is that like a car building game, Skulls? That does sound like fun. Definitely follow Insanity Skulls.
I am a very tired Derek and hope you all are having a good night. a very, very good night.
All right, I am going to get back to the last team that we were talking about. We're doing a little bit of an NFL tier list for American football.
Very talkative, but I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best with the energy.
Yes, Lewis is trying her best. Engine and car building game. Ooh. I might have to check that out. I fucking love sim games, so I might have to check that out. Now back to your regularly scheduled content. So fun fact, my stream could hear you.
oh, frick.
I didn't fully deafen. No, it's fine. I understand that you're tired, but we're on our last team. So
yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I did not think about
No, it's fine. It's fine. I didn't tell you I was fully deafening. That's on me.
Okay.
Our last team, you said you're possibly going to argue for them to be out of regulated, and I kind of have to agree.
Yeah, because they're the only team with more than 2 wins.
Yep.
I think.
Although I think win total hasn't been a thing with our tier list because they have the same amount as the Bucks, but
that's true.
I think some of the teams in here have more wins, even though they're in the same column with other teams. We're not going off of their win-loss record. We're going off of their performance.
They take Carson Wentz out. They put Taylor Heineke back in, and they look decently better for it. If that can be said.
That makes it even better, Skulls, in my opinion. Yeah. Please make and sell them plush form. I honestly would consider it if I could find a supplier. Back to what we were talking about, though. Convincing win against Green Bay by 2. which we never expected.
Yeah.
Even beat the Colts by 1, which we never expected. Lost to the Vikings, which everyone expected.
Yeah.
I think they're the ones to take out of F tier or
They
regulated
are.
tier.
And put in F tier.
And put into F tier. They're still a bad team. Do not get me wrong. If we have the rule that only 4 teams can be relegated, they're the team that gets to stay.
Yeah, I mean, they're about to be sold most likely.
Yeah. Which good.
Yes. Free
Get
them.
Dan Schneider away from football.
Free everything about the everything Commanders from that man.
From that man's. Yes.
Yeah. They are not a good team.
No.
Nothing about them is a good team.
No.
But
they are better than the 4 teams that we've relegated.
yeah.
Yeah, by the way, for everyone from Skull Stream, relegated to USFL is a little joke on Premier League. We're basically saying that 4 teams would be moved to like a minor or lesser league because of how bad they are. But I don't think the Redskins would be relegated. I don't think they're the choke stars that we thought they were. I think they're finally starting to come back around. Their next 3 games have pretty good potential as well. Well, not the first one. The first one's the Eagles.
Okay, yeah, that's a loss.
That's a loss. Then the Texans, then the Falcons.
So possible 2-1.
Possible 2-1, if not 1-2. This game's going to talk a lot about the Falcons for the last one. That's going to be the game with the question mark.
Yeah.
Honestly, valid. If I went into car knowledge as well, people would probably fall asleep. I took auto for 4 years of high school.
Oh, God.
Yeah. I know way too much about cars.
I'm sorry. At the very least, you're entertaining to talk to. So.
Thank you. The thing is, I try my best to make any topic entertaining.
All you have to do to make talking about cars somewhat interesting is put a British on a British accent. So, or at least
Then
that's how
you
I
would
work.
love my follower notification at the moment. It is Jeremy Clarkson saying, "Fuck you, George Clooney."
Oh. Hell yeah!
In the thickest British accent you can possibly imagine.
Hell yeah!
It is great. But back to the Washington Commanders. Yeah, they're not a good team. They're not. I think Detroit is a better team at this point, despite their record, which is why they are in D tier. I just think that they are not in the absolute depths of despair hell that the 4 teams we've relegated are.
Yeah. Because there is something of a life.
There is a life, there is a hope. Their defense actually does a competent job. Not a great job, not like an exceptional job, but they do what they need to do. They're competent. I will not hazard to say good. They are competent. Because the fact you held the Vikings to 20?
That's pretty damn good.
It's pretty damn good. Because any other of the teams that were in relegated tier would have been a fucking blowout by 40 points. Let's be honest with ourselves.
Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah. The only thing I see is a loss to the Eagles where it's going to put a big test on the defense again, which I don't know how that's going to go for them. And then we're going to get a offense test against the Texans because you're basically putting 11 of the Madden training dummies out on the field for defense.
Yeah.
And then the Falcons, that's going to speak more on the Falcons than it is the Commanders.
Yeah.
If the Falcons can win that game, and convincingly, I have more faith in them. If the Falcons lose that game, but it's close, then I'll keep them in C. If the Falcons get blown the fuck out by the Commanders, no.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's more of a Falcons call out than a Commanders call out.
Yeah, I feel you there. That's about how I feel.
Yep. All right, so the tier list has changed quite a bit.
Yeah, and seems a bit more even, I guess, than it did before.
Yeah, it was very proportionally at the bottom before, but teams have moved up because we've seen the potential in them, and teams have moved down because they've definitely lost that fucking potential.
Yeah.
I think the biggest slide, though, was the Raiders, who dropped down two fucking places.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
We put them in C tier, and now they're down to F.
Where was Green Bay?
Green Bay, I think Green Bay's in the same spot, because I believe we had them in... Oh, wait, no, Green Bay might be the biggest slide. Did we have them in C? Hold on, I
believe we did.
I had a screenshot of what the tier list used to look like. Let me see where the fuck Green Bay was. Green Bay was in C. No, Green Bay had the biggest slide.
Oh, okay.
So basically, changes I'm seeing from the old tier list. We've moved Kansas City up to A. We have moved the Jets, Seahawks, and Dolphins up to A, and moved the Patriots down to B. We have moved the Seahawks up to A, like I just said, as well as the Jets, with the only two staying in B tier being New York, Dallas, and the Bengals. No one moved down, I believe, from B tier. Half of C tier is now in different places.
Yeah.
Bears moved up. Falcons and Baltimore and San Francisco stayed the same. Green Bay, the Bolts, the fucking Rams, and the Raiders are all out of C tier. Half of C tier has moved down.
Oh god. The pretenders have revealed themselves.
Yep. D tier has lost the Bears, the Colts, the Saints, the Steelers, and the Rams.
Oh my
God. And the Buccaneers.
And only one of them, I think, was up.
Yes, only one of them was up. But they have gained Detroit.
Yeah.
F tier has gained the Colts, the Raiders, and Raiders, and have lost the Texans, Lions, and Broncos. Which half of them ended up in regulated tier.
Yeah.
Which used to just be the Commanders and Jacksonville, but Commanders actually moved up and were replaced by the Broncos, Green Bay, and the Texans. Tune in next week for when I am completely wrong about all of my predictions and the league goes to shit again. We will see you in 3 weeks.
Yeah, we will see you in 3 weeks.
Watch me be completely and utterly wrong and have egg on my face for everything I have fucking said in this entire shit show of a stream.
Welcome to the NFL.
Welcome to the NFL.
New bullshit.
Same time, new bullshit, new rulings.
Yeah.
All right.
5-yard penalty, first down.
5-yard penalty, first down. 15-yard penalty, first down, which was actually advantageous for the Chargers.
Yeah.
I was watching the Chargers Falcons game before we started stream, and that pissed me off that they actually accepted that penalty. Because if they hadn't, it would have been good. I'll just nod along because football has no engine in it, so I don't consider it a real sport. Well, to be fair, we can also talk about the one good NASCAR moment that's happened in the last decade.
Oh.
Where someone.
I don't know anything about NASCAR.
Oh, okay. The one good moment is one of the guys wall ride. One of the guys decided to just go full throttle around a corner by riding the wall and ended up getting fifth, which got him into the championship.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that.
And we go back to the NASCAR being boring because half the drivers were like, "Oh, that's so bad. It's going to be a rule next week. That's not the spirit of the sport." Shut the fuck up. It's entertaining.
Shut up.
I think I picked who we raid last time, so I will let you pick this time.
Okay. I shall choose. I mean, it's Fortnite, but sure, whatever. I don't have a lot of people streaming right now.
I will sit through Fortnite for whoever you want to raid into.
Okay, Lady Abnova is what they go by.
Can you send that to me in the chat?
Yes.
I appreciate that.
1 sec.
I know that's taking that off your screen, but I kind of need to see. Thank you.
There for you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, they're one of the first people I met in the VTuber sort of hemisphere.
Got it.
Yeah.
So we're going to give Lady Abnoba a little bit of love. Thank you all for sticking around for football talk with two queer people.
Yeah. Two very queer individuals discussing a sport of grown men hitting each other.
The most homoerotic sport on turf. We will see you again in 3 weeks if we, don't plan out that Risk of Rain stream. But until then, I think because Luce is about to raid.
Yep.
I'll say goodbye to Luce's stream. I'll join you in about a second.
See you all.
Mama. All right. Let's come up with our raid message. Let's do a meme because I love that shit. If you are a subscriber, first off, thank you for doing so. Here is your raid message. It's just because I like memes. If you aren't a subscriber because it's about to go, just put a dog emoji in spot of mine. Fuck, how do I stream? Bye-bye, everybody. Butler out. Love y'all. See ya later. Did we just raid into an empty channel?